We got married about a year ago. We've been here about a year. So I sold my house, he sold his house. We bought this house literally as we were getting married. So we were both mobile with work, and this was a beautiful place to be.
We literally spent 15 minutes in the house before we decided to put an offer on it. We had seen a couple other houses in Gig Harbor, but one of the things that Karen and I had talked about that we wanted in a house was a place that we could feel like we're on vacation perpetually. And when we walked upstairs and saw this view, that was an aha moment for both of us. And we went home, my sister's a realtor, and we told her about it. She said, well, let's put an offer on it tonight. That's what we did.
We wanted a place, like you said, we have 7 kids, and we wanted a place where our kids would want to come see us. So I think having this place with the beach and having the room, and it's a fun place to be, it makes it kind of a home base for all of our adult children. And we're hoping we have room for everybody to sleep and big family reunions and stuff like that. So I think it was much more basic when we started. It was much more basic vision. It was like just kind of updating things, updating the trim, getting rid of some carpet, getting rid of some tile, you know, just making
New
it look,
floors,
making it look fresh, and then we did more.
It was an evolution, like Karen said. We had some ideas of updating things, but then as we saw the cost associated with the remodel, we said, you know, this is, we wanted to be the rest of our lives, so let's make this ours. And we were willing to make those compromises in terms of, and Chris was really good about keeping us informed about what that was going to do to the budget. So we did it with eyes wide open. Obviously, there's been surprises along the way, which you know, increased the cost of what you thought it was going to be. But at the end of the day, we got what we wanted.
This has been great, honestly. I mean, no relationship is ever perfect, but it's been phenomenal. And I don't know how, the story of how we found them is actually kind of weird, because I swear I saw a white truck with their logo on it. They don't have one. So I honestly don't know. It's a very weird story. Turns out he's really good friends with an old boss of mine too. So there's this weird thing. And I think one of the biggest things for me that I felt all along is that I can trust them and I can trust the people in my house. And I haven't felt like I've had to go, what's that guy doing? And it's like, you know, and are they trying to get money out of me? And I just have felt very like I have someone who's on my side trying to help me accomplish a goal. And that's been really, I mean, it's been stressful a little bit, but it hasn't been, you know, like we're just constantly watching our backs.
Yeah, a funny story is after the second and third time we were meeting with Chris, he had mentioned that they had done a renovation for a judge in Ruston. And so we immediately said, well, what was his name? And it turned out it was my brother-in-law. So they'd actually done my sister's and my brother-in-law's house before that. And so that was a good cooperation, cooperation of the decision that we had made, that they had some very good things to say about Gordon T. Jacob. And you know, as Karen said, it's we're friends with Chris and Mitzi. We become friends, and friends are relationships are built on trust, and we trust them. They obviously we've had issues like anyone would have in terms of any type of renovation, but we've always been able to work through those things, and it's been a very good experience in that regard.
One thing we talked about before was there were times where maybe we wanted to do something that they hadn't done before, or they weren't sure about, or, you know, and I feel like it was a really collaborative process. And at the end of the day, you know, Chris and Mitzi are always like, it is your house. So they gave us some ideas and some input, and Mitzi was really helpful with me talking through a lot of design issues. And I used her as a sounding board. She had some great ideas, and but at the end of the day, they were like, you have whatever you want to do, because it's your house. So they weren't like, oh no, don't do that. That's a horrible idea, you know. And so they were really supportive of some of our weird choices. Right.
The loft behind us is one example. I mean, that's kind of out there in terms of what we ended up doing. And we actually sourced a skylight company in the United Kingdom, because they don't do this in America. So, but that was an important part of our our design in terms of having places for the kids to stay when they're here. And so we wanted to turn that into another bedroom, but also use it maybe part-time as a den or a study. So, Chris was flexible enough to, maybe get a little bit out of his comfort zone and allow us to do some things that we really wanted to do.
And help support that,
Right.
I think, with his team, which was great.
Neither one of us have had a house this nice. Just this view is enough. But again, because we're going to live here probably the rest of our lives, that's our plan. It's really exciting for both of us to have a place that we can be and enjoy at, but also have a place that we can welcome others and our kids and our friends and our relatives and entertain and just connect with people. And this place is going to afford us that opportunity, and we're really excited about that.
And I think, we enjoyed the view and stuff before we remodeled, but what's different now is it has our stamp on it, and it really feels like it's our home. The first year we lived here, I loved being here, but I never quite felt like I was still kind of living in someone else's house and trying to make it my own by hanging a picture or doing whatever. And now I feel like, okay, this is ours, and it feels good to invite people in and to have our family here and stuff. So.